I added squats into my workout as kind of like a phase 2 of what I was doing. And I thought if I added them for maybe 30 days or so, I could see what would happen. And what I didn't know was I was building habits, a habit that would have so many other benefits long term. My initial idea to add squats was just I'm trying to lose weight. I mean, I was at least 30, 40 pounds overweight, and I had to do something. And so after my push-ups, I was adding other things, and squats was one of them. And man, what a difference it makes. I had no idea the benefits that squats would have, even on my current situation, but ultimately in my long-term health. Good morning, everybody. I'm Bryant, over 60 guy. I hope everybody's having a great morning, and I hope a lot of you are joining me on our morning walk. I think a lot of you are sick and tired and fed up with the condition that you're in, tired of carrying around that extra weight, and you're looking to do things that'll help you become healthy this year. At least that's what I'm hearing in the comments, and so I'm excited that you're part of this morning walk ritual. And so let's talk about squats. I had no idea. I had no idea when I started the squats what it would be doing. I mean, I have done them in my younger days. Obviously, I spent 26 years in the military, and so you're constantly working legs and etc. It's a lot of carrying flak vests and war zones is heavy on you. I mean, they weigh a lot, and you have to have a lot of leg strength. And so certainly we did them in part of our routine. But as you retire and as you get further and further away from your military service, any of you guys and gals know that you just get complacent, and you do a little bit too much of the eating, right? That catches up to you. And so squats is important, and I had no idea. I mean, it does all kinds of things. In addition to calorie burning, of course, which is what I was hoping it would do, it adds to your overall core strength. Squats builds that overall core strength. It also reduces the risk of falls. And lately I've been witnessing two older parents who have been having this issue and of falling. And now, I mean, they're in their 80s, and it's understandable probably at that age, but certainly according to AARP, squats is the number one thing to keep you from some of those issues. In fact, they recommend it because it has so many, your mobility in your legs and all that is so important as you age. And so, reducing the risk of falls, you break a hip, you break a shoulder, you break something like that. When you get older, that's really super hard to recover from, especially if you're not in shape. So this is why I'm so really passionate about talking about, let's get strong, people. Let's get strong. So it also increases our mobility. The more, think about all the things that you're doing that you need to do through the day. You get in the car, you get up from a chair, you get down in a chair, you walk up some stairs, you do all these things, and that's mobility. You walk to the store, or you walk, across town, whatever you're doing. And so mobility is super important. And so by doing those squats, adding that strength, that's going to help with that. For me, my initial, was the cardio burning, trying to lose weight, but then also as I'm adding my walking, and now I'm adding the squats, I'm increasing my mobility and also stability. Being stable, being, solid on the ground, not feeling like you're wobbly or out of place, slipping, etc. So stability is super important. And then enhanced balance. So apparently squats are enhancing our balance, which is important because that'll keep us from falling. So enhancing our balance. And then bone density. So by adding, lifting weight, I'm not really good at going to the gym. Not that I don't like the gym. I mean, I think the gym was, great, especially people who like to go to the gym. But my problem is that how do I fit it into my day? I'm so busy. So I like to add a nice routine where, I get up in the morning, I drink a glass of water, I go for a walk, and then when I get back, I do push-ups every day. And then I'll add squats, and I'll do that about 4 days a week. I'll add squats, and I'll do some squats with isolation. We'll talk about isolation exercise later, but I'll add squats, and then of course shower and change, and then right after that I'll drink more water. So important to create hydration. But since I'm not really good at going to the gym, how do I add the bone density? So I have to do something to add strength, and this is why I keep talking about this with all of us, is about adding strength. We have to be strong as we get up in our age. And so bone density, it's possible to increase your bone density. This will also help you should you slip and fall. Think about the horizon, not today in your 50s, 60s, and 70s, but what happens when you're in your 80s or 90s. So you want to increase that bone density now, while you can. It's kind of like saving in the bank. So invest now and profit later. So each day you should be doing something to add some sort of strength. So also, muscle strength. That's the other benefit, muscle strength. So just creating and increasing that muscle strength, especially in the legs and the glutes, and even in your core. That's where you're going to build that beautiful muscle strength. So add the squats. I challenge you to take on this one more thing. I know some of you have taken on the challenge of push-ups and also walking. I know a lot of you are walking now. I talked to my buddy Tim in England, and he was like, Brian, I went out for a walk by the ocean side in Scotland, and had a good time with my pal. So I said, man, that was great. Going by, and I had another guy, he's like, Brian, no excuses. I take the bus to the center of town, and then I'm forced to walk back. I love that attitude. I love that motivation. So come on, guys, get down. Oh, and had a lady, she said, Brian, they were lying to me. I can start on my knees and do the push-ups. And I said, absolutely, that's where I was. Shoot, I couldn't knock out 5 of them or something. So I'm saying, whatever you can, throw away the excuses, and add squats into your deal. Add squats into your workout. You won't regret it. And I certainly I certainly suggest, 4 times a week. And, I do at least 40 now. I couldn't initially, maybe 20, right? And so you work up to it. And my wife said, well, what do you do if you have bad knees? And that's a great question, because I don't know the answer to that. So if someone has dealt with squats with bad knees, or how you build up to that, man, would you put that in the comments and tell me what you're thinking? Because I don't have any answers for that. So are any of you doing squats? Are any of you out there, on a regular basis doing squats? What is your results? I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. And if you're finding this video valuable, or just your time with me valuable, I would appreciate your support. Consider subscribing, Share it with some other friends you know who are struggling in this area. And my youngest daughter, she's autistic, and she's the cutest thing. She'll come up to me and she'll go, boop your nose. She'll say, is it okay if I boop your nose, Dad? And I'll say, absolutely. And she'll go just like that. So if you like this video, just boop, hit a like, and think of Lily. Boop. That would be great. I can't thank all of you enough. I hope that God is blessing you. I hope that you're blessed. I hope that you will pick up this challenge. Add muscle strength, add bone density, enhance your balance, create better stability for yourself, increase your mobility, and reduce those risk of falls. Make sure you're adding core strength, and ultimately this will burn those calories, because I know a lot of you are trying to shed extra pounds. So burning calories is so important. You know, we need to eat lighter, we need to be stronger, we need to have mental clarity and focus, and we need to live our life with purpose and direction. You know, there's no sense in us just sitting back and doing nothing. We are strong, we are purpose-driven people. So God bless you. Today I'm out. I'm Bryant, over 60 guy, your new friend. God bless.